Here I start my journey with hopeful and dreamy eyes from a small town in Punjab via bus to Chandigarh. Post which, the very next day, we start from Chandigarh to Delhi via car, and that's Desi Jugaad. We're trying to protect ourselves from scorching heat of sunlight. Yaha, just before reaching Delhi, we take some break to have lunch. But let me be honest, this area, Amrik Sukhdev Dhaba, was so rushy, so busy. I don't get the hype. इतना रश वहाँ क्यों था? I am not kidding. वहाँ बहुत लंबी लाइन थी. We were lucky enough to get a table for ourselves. Anyway, this is their very famous परोंठा जिसे खाने के लिए लोग बहुत दूर दूर से आते हैं. Honestly, it was a little confusing as to whether this is all white makhan or curd. Itna zyada butter. Look what we see. There's a garbage mountain indicating that we've reached Delhi. But the good thing is they are treating it now. Anyway, this is the first PG. There's a kitchen. There are doctor girls living here. The lift in this building was under construction. There's this table, some organizers, and a board. You get an almirah, another table. There's this balcony. The washroom was very tiny, it was a little bothersome. This room was pretty good, but the building was a bit unsafe, which is why we were insecure. My parents felt that there was no guard, no safety at all whatsoever. The girls living here were really sweet. I interacted with them. That's when they told me that they rarely use the kitchen, they mostly eat out. What they also told me was about instances of theft in the building. सामने parking area है, but since this is a student zone, तो vehicles कम ही होंगे. It will not be very busy. बिल्कुल साथ ही एक लाइब्रेरी स्लैश रीडिंग रूम है, बट इट इज़ इन द बेसमेंट ऑफ अ बिल्डिंग जहाँ पे सब बॉयज़ रहते हैं. Also, since it was in the basement, it was a little poorly ventilated. Moving on to the next PG. First thing first, this one would cost 25,000 per month. There are some restrictions put in place in this PG. आपकी entry भी strictly card से ही होगी. No one else is allowed at all whatsoever. But in this PG they ask you to stay for a bare minimum of 6 months, which for me was a very long time. I was not able to commit. Moving to the third PG, this one costed 23.5 thousand per month, which is the rent. This is the PG I finalized. I paid इस month का rent, which started from 11, so it was around 16,700 rupees. Next month का rent, which would act as my security, which was 23.5 thousand, along with brokerage, which was 16,000 something. I know that's a hefty amount, but that's what you have to do if you want to stay in Old Rajinder Nagar with a decent enough room. Prices here are exorbitantly high. Luckily, I found a broker who was genuine and very nice. If any one of you is looking for a PG, do contact him. I'll list down his number in the description box. Make sure to check it out. Also, I feel like a lot of people who live in far-flung areas have no idea as to how much living in ORN would cost. मुझे भी, to be honest, idea नहीं था. In case you want to have a sneak peek into the detailed expenditure of living here in Delhi, do let me know. We can make a separate video on that. So I'll let you know कि आपके यहाँ पर daily and monthly कितना खर्चा हो सकता है. What you're currently viewing on the screen are some attachments of the PGs, which I'd also looked. In case anyone is interested to get one of these, you can contact the broker. I have no pact or deal signed with him. It's just that I found him genuine, so I think other people might also take some help from him. So you can contact him for other details. His number will be in the description box. Here in Delhi, it is very difficult to trust someone. People here are out there to loot you. Also, I forgot completely to mention that the first PG, the very first one, just my lift was under construction, it was for 22.5 thousand. After having dinner outside and some juice because I was extremely tired and needed some instant energy, I came back to my PG. I just went out to get take a stroll around in the ORN. This is some EPFO material I got. This is the exam I am preparing for currently. Here I've got some PYQs and practice questions. Both of these costed me 120 rupees. Along with that, I got some biscuits for snacking. In the little experience I have of hardly one day, I observed that students here are extremely helpful. It's just the people who are out there to loot you. The prices are so high. I got some clips and a rope for laundry, both of which costed me 100 bucks. I'll be sharing my experience about living here in the upcoming videos. Until then, take care. This is Millie signing off. Do subscribe for more.